What is going on out there, good people, and welcome back to LMD Trading, where I am living my dream trading. Hope everybody out there is doing well today. As for myself, I am doing good. Just finished recording the recap for the futures account, and I stated that I was going to be coming right back to get a recap done for an options trade that I took today. So that is what we're going to do. Going to try to make this one short and sweet. So we are going to jump right on over into the TOS chart. I'm going to show something real quick that I had mentioned in the recap. So let's jump on over to TOS charts, and this is currently where the market is at. It is September 10th. It's 8:54 in the PM, and when I wrapped up my recap video, I had stated that this right here was going to be a good trade. At the time that I was doing that video, price was already up around this area, and I had stated that would have been a good trade. Stop would have been right there, but getting in up here was kind of chasing because you'd already missed the meat of the move. But I said price was going up to 23,913 at this time, right about right there. And if I bring this out so that the 50% is not hiding it, look at what the market did, y'all. It made me look like a genius. It came right up to 23,913 and rolled all the way over. So had I took this trade, let's highlight that candle. That candle is showing 3 points worth of risk. Would have been entering right there. Would have been putting your stop right there. The high of that candle was 23,901.75. Call it 23,902. And this thing went from 902 to 913. 11 points on 3 points worth of risk. Not a bad trade, but that's not what we're here to look at. I am going to go ahead. I'm going to bring, let's see, where is it at right there? I'm going to bring up what I call it my options back testing layout, but it's really just, it's the cues, because when I'm trading options, I'm usually only trading the cues. So this is the cues chart. This is the actual option chart that I was trading today, y'all. And I'm always working on new edges, new systems. And this is a new system / new edge that I've been working on the last 3 weeks. It's fairly simple. You see this blue triangle? When that forms, all you want to see is that plum one come right behind it. That's the signal, and that's the trigger. That black dot down there is the stop. If you're trying to get 1R out of the trade, which most of these go 1R just about every time. This particular one right here that I took earlier this morning didn't quite go 1R. It met resistance at this gold line, which is VWAP, and it rolled over, and I stopped out. Notice I bought the contract for $34. You always, in options, you multiply whatever the price is by 100, and that's how much the contract is. So this contract was $34, very cheap in the option world. My stop was 18 cents where I got out of the trade. So I lost $16 on that trade. Yeah, lost $16 on this trade. Only going in with like 1 and 2 contracts right now because I'm still kind of testing it. But starting next week, I think I'm going to start going in with a little bit more size. So that was first trade, red trade. Second trade. Took this trade and I went out and played me some golf. Went out and hit the links Did pretty good actually. Just out there working on some fundamentals. Wasn't really trying to play for a score, but I was trying to hit the ball good, get on the green. Wasn't really putting once I got on the green. But while out on the golf course, Spark was like, he sent me a chart. This is a put. So if you look up here, this says this is a QQQ 910. So it was expiring today. They call them 0 DTEs. It was P for the put. It was a 580 put, meaning wherever the price was at, I was looking for it to go. I was playing it to go down in price, hoping that that didn't just freeze, but it most likely did. But yeah, I was looking for the Qs to go down in price, and it was at 582 at the time. My strike price was 580. So I got in. We see that this hit the 1R target, but that's not what I was looking for. I was looking for a nice move. So hit the 1R target, came back, blah, blah, blah. It would have stopped me out right over here. But again, if I was going 1R, that trade worked. But like I said, I wasn't looking for 1R. It gives another play right here. Blue signal, purple trigger. Again, this goes 1R fairly quickly. Actually goes about 2R. Pulls back down. This one would not have stopped you out. So this trade, you would have been in all day again. But we discussing the one that I was in, and I continued to stay in this one. We notice again, it gives another trade. Blue triangle, that's the signal. Purple candle or purple triangle, they call it plum in TOS. That's the trigger candle. Boom, another easy 1R trade, y'all. So this system here consistently, I won't say consistent because ain't nothing constant, but more times than not, it's gonna hit your 1R target. A lot of times it's gonna give you a crazy move. That is a crazy move, y'all. By the time Spark hit me up, price was over here somewhere. I was on my phone because I was out on the golf course, and I was like, man, this is a nice trade. Let me just get out. Pretty much, let me just get out. And I took a screenshot. I'll show the screenshot real quick from my phone at that time. And that was it, y'all. This trade was up 135%. That is the beauty of options. I paid $36 per contract. These bad boys was up $63. It was selling for $63. So solid trade. And if we look at the chart, we see that this thing just continued to rip, y'all. And actually, what am I talking about? I said I paid 36 cents. I paid 27 cents. Because at the time when I just said I was up 135%, I'm like, that's not, the math is not mathing. I paid $27 for this second trade. $27 a contract, and I bought 2 of them. So I was in this trade for $54. When I got out of the trade, I made $136. Banger of a trade, y'all. Banger of a trade. And with options, just as quick as they go up, they go down. This contract was worthless at 4 o'clock. People were selling this contract for 3 cents, $3. I sold it for 68. Had I rolled it to the top, I could have sold it for $161. But yeah, that's the beauty of options, y'all. Now I'm gonna try to get a video done just kind of explaining this system. I kind of explained it there in a nutshell, But yeah, it pretty much gives you that blue signal, and basically that plum one will fire when it breaks the high of that one, and then it just tells you where your stop is at. You enter the trade, you put your stop right there. These contracts are so cheap. If you didn't want to put a stop there and you just want to buy one of these, like on this morning flip, pay $34, I didn't have to take this initial loss, but that's not really how I have this set up. It's basically set up to get that 1R out. And the reason I say that is because, like I said, I'm testing it, 1 and 2 contracts. When I go live with this, I'm looking at 10 contracts minimum. 10 contracts. So I'm not going to just let 10 contracts expire worthless. I'll take that stop. And then if it signals again, I'll buy another 10 contracts, and that's target. Easily making back what was lost over there. Another trade there. Again, 10 contracts. This one signaled you in about 24 cents. 10 contracts is going to cost you $240. That hit target in no time. Another one right here signaled again, $38 a contract, 10 contracts, that's $380. Booyah. Another one that hit target. My plan, take this with 10, hit target with about 8 of them, 9 of them. Hold one of them for this major move. But most days it looks just like this, y'all. It's firing maybe 4, 5 plays, and 1 or 2 of them not working. The rest of them going up to target. Up here, it kind of tells you what contract to be looking at. So I'll drag this out real quick. Blah, blah, is it there? No, I don't have one. Thought I had one sitting there. Let me see. Do I have a call loaded up? I don't. Shucky ducky. I know what I'll do. Watch this. I'll change that to 9. It's gonna jack it up, actually. I'll bring it over. I'm gonna just change that P to a C. And then you'll see this is what the call contract looked like. And it shows, it gives you the same plays. Gives you the same little plays there. Let me make sure that that's the call though. Yep, that's the call. Signal, trigger, market was set for puts, so that trade didn't work. That one there looked like it worked. That one there looked like it worked. That one there worked. Man. But guess what? You know why those worked? That was yesterday. I'm like, call should not have been working. That's today. So up here, it would have been telling you puts. So you would not have been looking at a call. It's still going to trigger, but stop you out. That one hit target. That one stopped you out. And that one hit target. Amazing. So how many did that fire? Let's see. It fired 1, 2, 3, 4. Fired 4 times. That one doesn't hit target. That hits target. That doesn't hit target. And that hit targets and run at the end of the day. So 2 out of the 4. This last one, just want to look at it and see. This last one triggers you in at $43. It goes all the way up to $1.16. That's over 100% in that move right there, y'all. And at this time, I'm pretty sure it probably was telling you calls. It's saying puts right now because the market is below that gold line. That's why it's telling you puts. Anytime the price gets above that, that's a trigger to change that from a put to a call. But I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna wrap this one up too. That's 2 videos in less than 30 minutes. As always, thanks for checking me out. If you hadn't hit that like button, please do so. If you're not subscribed, please think about subscribing. And as always, we can continue the conversation in the comment section. Hoping for tomorrow to be a travel day, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna get any trades done. I do have a decent layover in ATL, so might pull the laptop out. If I do, I'll only be trading options. Don't plan on trading futures tomorrow. We are green in that account after taking one trade after the market just opened, so we're gonna keep it like that. On that note, I'm wrapping this up. We'll be back at it again tomorrow. Peace.